Hello, everyone. You know, we had such a good time here in Omikron last time that we're back exploring Kale's apartment and trying to find the treasures within. We're in the kitchen right now. Okay, there we go. We saved before with those 3 rings. I spent 1 ring to save there. So we know what the save point looks like, and we know what it is that we need to use to spend to save our game. Oh, something here. What do we got? Pureed Kramen and a can of Kloop's beer. Kloop's beer is a premium brand. Clearly, Kale is making a pretty good salary if he can afford to drink Kloop's in his spare time. What does this do? I don't know. Is that a can? I guess so. I don't really want to use in case it's a consumable. I don't know if it is. What about this? I shouldn't have expected anything else. Not getting a description here. We're just seeing what it is. Maybe someone might want this food at some point. Alright, so we got some Kramen and some Kloops, just in case. Just in case. What about this? What we got? We got food for coupies. Am I going to get any information on that if I look at this? Nope, it's food for coupies. What is a coupie? Oh, we have, we do have a pet, don't we? There was like a window to put food in. I don't know if that is a coupie, but we have food for coupies. It would stand to reason that there must be coupies in...
Oh, Kale, I thought I'd never see you again. Where have you been? I haven't heard from you in days.
Well, I'm glad to see you too. You put some clothes on since I last saw you. But I was just about to see if our pet lizard is a coupie. I have some food for it. Well, I guess we'll talk first. Okay, let's see. What can we say? We can say that we don't know. We can't remember. We can say that we're not Kale. We're just occupying his body, but we come from another dimension. Or we can't tell you anything. You wouldn't believe me. You know, I'm going to say that I am going to tell everyone we meet here that I am not Kale. I am a soul from another dimension that is possessing Kale's body at his request because I am the only one who can save this world. This is not going to be a secret. Everyone in Omikron is going to know about this.
Kale, are you sure you feel all right? Do you want me to call a Meditech?
No, don't say that. Continue asserting that we are not Kale. Continue asserting that I am a wandering soul from another dimension that got pushed through a computer screen to help Kale. Why are we not asserting this? I guess we just have to say that we lost our memory. Let's see. Tell me about the circumstances surrounding my disappearance. When did you realize I disappeared? Tell me about yourself. Let's just take this in order.
4 days ago, you didn't come home from work. I called your office in security headquarters. They said that you and your partner, Dan, had gone out on an investigation and that they hadn't heard from you. That was all they could tell me.
I wonder what this investigation was about. Am I a police officer? I can't tell from the uniform. Well, let's ask what happened next.
They couldn't find you anywhere. You disappeared without a trace. I was sick with worry. I ended up thinking that you'd been arrested by the militia and that they killed you.
I was working on an investigation? Or did you notice anything strange about my behavior? Or maybe my partner Den knows something. I'm kind of straying away from the questions where I ask, am I a police officer? Because I could figure that out. Me being the soul that is possessing his body, I could figure out on my own that I'm a police officer. Game. I found his badge. I know he's a police officer, so I don't think I would ask that. I'm going to ask if she noticed anything strange about Cale's behavior.
In the days before you disappeared, you seemed preoccupied, worried. Several times I asked you what the matter was, but you said you couldn't tell me. You also said that, in spite of what might happen, good would win out over evil.
Did you think that was kind of strange at all? Okay, I guess we're going to just drop that. I could ask about Den. I could ask about her. Or if she has any idea, what could have happened? Well, I think that she's made it clear that she has no idea what happened. Let's ask about her.
I'm Tellus, your wife. We've been married for 3 cycles. It's funny, I feel as if something has changed in you, and as if you're not quite the same.
I told you I'm not Cale. I'm a soul that is possessing his body. You're right. Something has changed in me. I might tell you one day. I've got other questions to ask. No, we already told her. She just didn't believe us. Let's see. I think my disappearance is linked to the investigation I was conducting. Do you know anything about the case? Tell me about Den. Well, we already know she doesn't seem to know anything about the case. Maybe Den? Let's just say this, because I think that this is a conclusion we can make. Cale was investigating something for 4 days. When he disappeared for 4 days after investigating a case, he came through a portal to my dimension, our dimension, and told us that he needed our help. So, what was this investigation about?
You're right. Maybe you can find out more at your office in security headquarters.
All right, I guess that's our next destination. Maybe I'll go there.
Oh, Cale. I'm so glad to have you back.
Well, goodbye. Glad to see you too. Happy to see you, Tellus. All right, now to the important stuff. It's like a feeding hatch. All right. What can we put in the feeding hatch? I'm going to assume it's food for coupies. Am I right about that? Okay, we put it in. We put it in. Oh, Coupie loves it. Coupie loves it. Did he just eat the thing that was hanging on the T? Oh. Okay, Cale hid a key in there and trained his pet lizard to fetch it. He was paranoid about something. I mean, he only disappeared mysteriously. I don't see what he would have to be paranoid about. Okay, Cale's small key. Let's look at that. Yeah, it's a small key. That's what that is. Okay, so we now know what a coupie is. It's that lizard. We have a pet one. What did Tellus say? Yep, Tellus said that we could go to our office and security headquarters. They're probably looking for me. So I guess that's where we're gonna go. Where did she go? She went in here. Oh, okay, now she changed into that. Ah, so this is a bed, is it? Yes, you can... Okay, so I'm not expecting there to be a lot of polygons here, so I guess I shouldn't expect more than just like this flat surface. I didn't, until right now, it didn't really hit me that this is a bedroom. I can't just jump on top of Tellus like that. I'm not an animal. I could lie down on my own side of the bed like a good boy. Alright, I guess that's what we're doing. So hot. Okay, so now we know where Ride to Hell got the inspiration for its fully clothed sex scenes from. Oh. Wait, what's happening? Is this sex? Is this what future sex is like? Just a nightmare. Which part of that was a nightmare? I'd be quite happy to stay with Tellus, but perhaps there are more important things for me to do. I just can't help but notice that in the passionate throes right there, that Kale was just sort of lying stock still like a plank. I mean, I guess technically that's me. That did that. But maybe Kale is less of a cold fish. And just to be clear, I'm not your husband. I mean, well, maybe I should have been more assertive when talking about that. I don't know what to do. Nothing interesting. Can I talk to her again? No, I don't know what to do with this. All right, so is her role? I don't understand. Her role here is completed, I guess. Okay, future sex has been completed. And I guess we're leaving. Oh, we need a weapon. Tell us. Yeah, she was pointing a gun at us. Let's see. Well, it was in this room. There it is. She just dropped it and left a gun on the floor. It's a waiver gun. All right, let's have a look at that. That's what it is. Did I use it? No, I still got it. Let's see. Can I point it? Let me press buttons. What? Let's see. I'm just looking at the controls right now, seeing if there's anything here for aiming a gun. I don't think there is. So maybe there would be combat sections where the gun will automatically come out.
You just got back and you're already leaving?
Sorry, Tellus. I really must find out what happened to me.
Kale, I love you.
Thanks! I love you too, Tellus. I'm still not your husband, though. All right, time to leave. Back out into the city we go. All right, maybe I'll just call a slider again since I don't know where I'm going. So, we saw the scene of her saying, I love you. Like, that was the premonition that we saw before. So, can we see the future? Is that what that was? We saw what was going to happen in the future? I don't know if that's a thing that I'm supposed to be getting from that, but maybe it is. Whoops. Yeah, that's the same thing that we saw before. Let's go to Security HQ. I hope Kale doesn't mind that whole thing. We really don't know why Kale wanted us to take over his body. I'm assuming it wasn't to do that, what we did up in that apartment. If we encounter Kale again, maybe he might ask us, why did we even think that was okay? I don't know if Tellus is ever going to find out what happened. That, we're not her husband. I'm guessing not, because that would create an awkward moral dilemma, and I'm kind of guessing this game is not going to address that. Hello, robot. It's the same kind as the one that saved our life in the alley. If we find it in a public place, please take it to the nearest police center. Well, Is this the police center right here? Because that's where we want to go. Security center personnel only. All right. Do I need my badge, maybe? There we go. Hello, robot. What an impressive set of floors that look identical. Hello. Why are you pointing a gun at me? I am a police officer like everyone else here. Yeah, just the thing that's on my mind right now is I'm wondering... Okay, Kale's office is where we want to go. Let's see. The Commandant's office, main entrance. Investigating agents. Kale is not there. There's Kale. It's on level -2. I'm just kind of wondering now, that whole thing in the apartment has got me thinking, is there going to be any kind of, responsibility we have to take for our actions? Like that whole thing about, Tellus. Yeah, is she ever going to find out about that? Like, we're not her husband, and is Kale ever going to find out about all that? And is he going to want to know why we did... Because I'm going to guess not. I'm going to guess nothing like that is going to happen. Maybe I might be wrong. Here's a box. Can I use my thing? Yeah, police badge is up here. It doesn't work. What are doors? Is that a door? Kind of looks like a door. I'm not sure, though. But it's shut. Oh. Well, this one... Oh, this is not mine. Sorry, I just kind of walked in on you.
Well, well. A ghost. Everybody thought you were dead, Kale. Me more than anyone. To tell you the truth, I'm a little disappointed.
Oh, well... I guess we're not friends. Let's see. Do you know the circumstances surrounding the disappearance of Den and myself? Sorry to let you down. Would you rather I hadn't come back? What do you know about the investigation Den and I were conducting? Alright, I guess let's use the action movie line.
You and Den are just second-rate cops on the take and unworthy to wear the uniform. If I were in Commandant Gandar's place, I'd have thrown you off the force years ago.
On the take? I can't believe that. Not Kale. Not Kale! You shouldn't be aggressive like that. It's bad for the blood pressure. You know, I'm thinking it's gonna be weird if I just ask him, do you know anything about how I disappeared? I don't think this guy is gonna answer us, so let's just antagonize him.
Come on now, get out of my office. You bore me.
What if I just stay in your office? We could just look around. Maybe there's something here we could use. I have no reason to use this here. I don't know who that is, but apparently it's nothing special. That wouldn't be very wise. I mean, it would make him mad. That could be fun. Whoops. Skip that. I still have some questions to ask.
Fed up answering your petty little questions. Now get out of my office. I've got work to do. You again? What do you want?
All right, I guess there's nothing else he's going to say. You know, I'm going to keep looking at this picture. Is that... It kind of looks like Dennis Hopper as Bowser in the Super Mario Brothers movie. kind of looks like that. I mean, it's not dead on, and it's so blurred that you can't really get any detail, but it kind of looks like that. Oh, that's Den's office. Okay. I guess we can't get in there, though. All right, let's see if we can find ours. Okay, we found ours. Oh, can we talk to people? Like people just standing around? Let me see. I suppose we don't know each other. We just work with each other, but that doesn't mean we know each other. It doesn't mean we're friends or anything. You are not in a hurry. Huh. What are you saying? You shouldn't believe everything you hear. No, really, what did you hear? Oh. Alright, that's the first thing that we've heard about that. No one else mentioned anything about us maybe killing our partner. That seems important. Anyone else wanna tell me anything about that? Hey. No? I don't really... It's kind of hard to say who you can talk to and who you can't in this game. Well, here's our office anyway. There's some rings so I can save. Let's see what we got. I think this is the multiplex. Multiplan. What was it called? The multiplan, that's it. Alright. I'll put away the news. I'll put away the food as well for right now. Also, maybe the sleeping pill prescription. Oh, I guess we all have a picture of the same person in all of our offices. Just to make sure that we never forget who's watching us. A computer display of wanting persons, nothing very interesting. What? Okay. Do I have a cabinet I can look at? There we go. What we got? Ooh, a blue pyramid. It's a medikit small. Little old trunk. Locked. Oh, I have a little old key. What? Oh no. Did I just... I used the medkit, didn't I? Yeah. Yeah, I did. Hold on. What's my health look like? I don't even know what my health is. Energy 30. I think that was on 10 before, wasn't it? Like after I was done with the combat training. I think that was on 10, so now it's gone up to 30. I mean, I guess as long as it actually did increase my health, I guess that's not a waste, but I didn't intend to use it right now. Alright, that's a lesson for me. To pay more attention to what I've got selected before I use it. What I want to use is Kale's small key. What we got? Paper? An ancient scroll, wow. Is this Shenmue all of a sudden? Take a look at it. Seek the abandoned temple of Kalisar. There from the heart of the star, count 10 towards the rock, then 10 towards east, and find that which is hidden. Alright. I guess we're going to go to this Kalisar at some point. Find the abandoned temple. I guess we'll just hold on to that until then. What about our desk? Anything we can do here? Oh, here we go. Multiplan network. Let's see. Okay, let's look at each of these. Armed robbery. Let's see. Armed robbery in a sex shop. A certain Azel 223 appeared armed with a waiver at the counter of the sex shop located at 2142 Vedar Street. Callus and the... I hate that font. The vendor immediately activated the security system. Mecha Guard number 95121 from Patrol 19 appeared 1.371 minutes later and opened fire on the accused, wounding him seriously. He nevertheless managed to make a getaway. The delinquent was immediately listed among the wanted. Case unsolved. Alright, offenses against the legatee. One of Yomir 487's fellow workers has anonymously declared that in the course of an evening spent in a bar with the accused, he publicly insulted our enlightened leader, Legatee Angus Reshef. He's reported to have said Reshef is a bastard. The fact that the accused was drunk at the time is not an extenuating circumstance. He was given a life sentence. Case closed. Okay, so I guess Legatee Angus Reshef is the dear leader of Omikron. I'm sure we'll be meeting him at some point. Pickpocketing. The culprit was caught in the act while prowling through the district of Khalasar. Agents Den 415 and Kale 669 questioned Carrie 962 and proceeded to arrest him. The prisoner was sentenced to be recycled. Oh, you like to hear that in your future dystopian story. Someone is being sent to be recycled. It's not a death sentence. We don't know what recycling is. Swindling. Let's see. A warehouse containing sneaks and contraband items was discovered in Zone 11 of Agnes. The sneaks are marked with a false Kansu symbol as well as a false authorization number. The investigation proved that Lowatar 442, bartender in Anikbaz Zone 52, is guilty. His bar is the heart of the sneak smuggling scene. There's an order to arrest him. Attention, all agents are informed that the guilty is dangerous and probably armed. Case unsolved. All right, we got black market sneaks. Can't allow that. Unexplained series of murders. That sounds significantly more serious than these other things. The body of a certain Maya 121 was found in an alleyway of Anikra. This new victim is the 15th in less than 2 weeks. All the bodies were horribly mutilated and the victims had all disappeared 4 days before their bodies were found. Dossier classified confidential, access denied. Okay, so this sounds like the big one. So, yeah, okay, up at the top it says Agent Kale 669 and Den 415 were investigating this. This is clearly the case we were investigating when we disappeared. Everyone disappeared 4 days before the bodies were found. Kale disappeared for 4 days himself. What happened to Den, though? We don't know. Anything else here? Doesn't look like it. Alright, so we got some info. Anything over here? Yeah? Ah, yes, money. Can I sit down in the chair? It doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like it. Nothing interesting. Alright, checked out my office. I wonder why the dossier on the serial killings was classified confidential. I suspect this investigation is linked to the disappearance of investigating Agent Kale. I absolutely must find a way to access this dossier. The investigation proved that Lowatar 442, bartender in Anikbaz Zone 52, is guilty. His bar is the hardest sneak smuggling scene. Order to arrest him. I guess this is something that's going to come up later. Doesn't seem very important right now. This first one is the important one. We need to access that dossier. And, well, this is where we were supposed to go, our office, but doesn't seem like we can access it from here. Let's head back to that elevator. Oh, what's this?
Agent Investigator Kale 669. To his office immediately. The captain is expecting you.
Please, don't do close-ups of people's faces in this game. Okay, I was about to say maybe we should head to the captain's office and demand answers, but it sounds like that is exactly what we're doing. How do I... Oh, there we go. Okay. Commandant... Is the Commandant where we want to go? No, Captain. They said Captain. Go to Captain Leah's office. They look busy. I better leave them alone. Not a whole lot here. Any doors? Like, is this a door? What about this? This a door? What? There's like a green... Oh, actually by the robot. Is it? Oh, there we go. Hello.
Agent Kale 669.
How are you?
I expect an explanation for your disappearance.
I would love one. Do you have one? Oh, let's see. Okay. you know which one we're gonna pick. I'm not Kale. I'm occupying his body. I come from another dimension.
Do you take me for a fool, Agent Kale?
No, Captain. I only meant... I'm conducting my investigation to find out what happened. I have no memories for the past few days, because I am not Kale.
Surely you must have some idea of what happened.
I believe the disappearance is linked to the affair that Den and I were investigating, if that's the only thing we can say. I'd like to know why this case was classified confidential.
You've been taken off the case. Commandant Gander himself gave the order.
Den was my partner. I should conduct the investigation. I must insist Den's death is definitely linked to the investigation. Why did Gandar have the case classified confidential? Yeah, let's insist on this.
That's enough. I won't hide from you that you are the subject of considerable suspicion in this affair. There's no question of you continuing the investigation until the matter has been explained.
Are you accusing me of murdering my partner?
Your inability to provide a coherent explanation for your disappearance works against you.
I see. What are your orders?
I've decided to give you another case. Go and interrogate this prisoner, and let me have your report as soon as you've finished. You'll find all the information you need in the folder, along with your mission orders to get into the cell. Dismissed.
Very well, Captain. Alright, we got an apartment key. Jenna 712 detention dossier. And mission order Jenna 712. Nothing in particular. No, can't talk to her again, I guess. Can I rifle through her things? It's a bad idea to do that. Also not wise. Okay, so it looks like what's happening is we've been taken off the case, the one that is actually important, and we have been given instructions to go interrogate someone who I'm sure is going to turn out to be a good person, a good guy. And because clearly the cops that we're on, this force, we're the bad guys. It's kind of clear. It kind of seems like. I'm just going to make that assumption. That's what it looks like to me. But for right now, I think I'm just going to save my game. If I can find my office again. Was it over here? All right. Let's summarize. We have come here. We have found out that our partner is dead. We are suspected of his murder. Kale vanished for 4 days. At the end of the 4 days, he broke through a portal to our dimension where he pulled our souls into his body and then went back to Omikron. What does any of that mean? We don't know. Any advice on that game? Let's see. Well, we know about these. It also says rings in our possession. If I selected something, would I be spending rings on that? Because I need them to save. I don't think we need to spend rings on hints yet. I think that's what this is. It's the hint system, and you spend rings to buy hints. So we don't need that quite yet. Because we know where we want to go. We have to go to the detention cells and interrogate this person who is probably going to turn out to be a good guy, and we're probably going to free this person and join the rebellion against the authoritative system that rules Omikron. Just a guess. And, like, maybe this is the supreme leader up there that we're going to have to fight at the end? Maybe? It's not entirely clear right now, but I think that's probably how it's going to go. So, next time, we are going to go to the detention cells, interrogate someone, and see what happens, because we have been taken off of the actual case that we've been investigating. And I guess that's what we'll be doing next time. in Omikron.
Welcome in Omikron.